Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Start Talks. I'm your Shilpa Deshetty. So today in this video, we will start the unit 3. As we have done with your second unit, we will start with your third unit. So in the third unit, the first important topic what we have, that is your large sample test. Okay. So what is actually a large sample test? Whenever for any hypothesis testing, if we are taking a sample that is more than 30, then that is called as a large sample test. If it is less than 30, then it is a small sample test. Okay, so when the probability, that is the sample whatever you are taking, if it is more than 30, then we will go with a large sample test. Large sample test is calculated by Z. So it is a Z test. Okay, so the question is shared on the screen. So a city is there in that the alcohol addicted people, men are given there. So how many alcohol addicted men are given there? That is 350 men are alcohol addicted, and the total number of people living in that is a men living in that particular city is 600. So n value is 600 and the alcohol addicted men are 350. Okay, so what we need to find, see the question one. So what they have asked there, that is how many they are there much people who are alcohol addicted in that particular city. Okay, so we need to find that. So for this this is called as a one proportion test. Okay, why one proportion? That is, here only one people, that is men, are given with alcohol addicted. It means that we are taking only one attribute. So when we are taking one attribute there, that is called as a one proportion. Okay, so in this, one more thing which we have to remember is that we have to take the sample and we have to check that null hypothesis and your alternative hypothesis. So what is a null hypothesis? When there is no significant change in a particular sample what we have taken, then that is called as your null hypothesis, and quite opposite is your alternative hypothesis. Okay, so first what we have to write down here, that is we have to first calculate what is the p value, that is a probability value. So how many men are there alcohol addicted? 350. And how many total number of people are there? 600. So 350 by 600 is 0.583. Okay, then in this, first we'll write down what is the null hypothesis. Okay, so what is null hypothesis? It is represented with H naught. So we have to write that there is no significant change in a particular sample, whatever you have taken that. So no significant change means what? That is the people who are alcohol addicted and not addicted people are equal. It means that there is no significant change. It means though both alcohol addicted and non-alcohol addicted people are equal. So that in that way we will consider your null hypothesis. So in this null hypothesis, what is a value which we have? Both, as I said, both are equal there. What we will consider, that the probability value P we will consider as 0.5, because we told that both are equal. Okay, so it is considered to be 0.5, because you can calculate here, that is people one who are alcohol addicted by total addicted and not addicted people, so 1 by 2, that is 0.5. So that is the reason P we are taking it as 0.5. Then Q, we need to find out what is Q. Q equals to 1 minus P. That is 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. Okay. Then you have alternative hypothesis. Okay. Alternative hypothesis is represented by H1. So what they have asked there, that more number of people in that city are alcohol addicted. More. So here one more most important point that you have to remember is, we have to check that what kind of tailed test it is. Whether it is a two-tailed test, whether it is a one-tailed test, whether it is a right tailed or a left tailed test, we have to check that. So in the they will not give you in the question directly that whether it is a right tailed test or a left tailed test. You have to analyze the question and know that whether it is which kind of test it is. Okay, so in the question they have given there more number of people, they have given more. So more means greater than. So p, what are the p value is there, that is greater than 0.5. So greater means right tailed test. Okay, greater means right tailed test. Okay, if suppose they have given in the question there less, how many lesser people are there in the city who are alcohol addicted, if they have given in the question like that, then there we will consider that as p less than 0.5, then it will become a left tailed test. Okay, so in that way you have to know that which tail test it is. Okay, then we have, if suppose in the question they have given any level of significance. Okay, so what is the level of significance here, that is to what percentage we are sure that whatever the hypothesis testing we are doing is right or wrong, that is accepted or rejected, that is called as level of significance. So if suppose a question, in the question the level of significance is not given, we have to consider by default that as 5% level of significance, that is 0.05. Okay, now we will take the formula, that is z equals to p minus p by square root of p into q by n. So what is this p here? It is a small p and this is a capital P. Okay, so what is small p here? Don't get confused. Small p is nothing but the actual probability given in the question, that is the alcohol addicted people. Okay, so that is 0.583 minus, what is our p value, capital P and capital Q value? P value is 0.5 by square root of, what is p, q? 0.5 into 0.5 by, what is the n value we have here? 600. Okay, so 0.583 minus 0.5, that is 0.083 by square root of 0.000416 is the total value which we have for this. Okay, then what is the value here? 0.083 by square root of this value is 0.024. Okay, so what is the total value here? 4.09. So what is this? This 4.09 is nothing but the z calculated value. Okay, so we have to find out what is the z table value. How to find out the z table value? The table is given on the screen. So check out, in that table we have 1% level of significance, 2% level of significance, sorry, 5% level of significance, 99% level of significance also is given there. So in that, right tailed, left tailed and two tailed values are given. So directly, as we have right tailed test here, so in this right tailed test at 0.05 you have to check the value. So at 0.05 in the right tailed test, what is the value? The table value is 1.645 is the z table value. So how we will know that whether the null hypothesis has been accepted or rejected? That we have to check. So how to check that? That is, if the z calculated value, okay, what is the z calculated value here? Write down the value, that is 4.09. Okay, what is table value? 1.645. So obviously z calculated value is greater than the z table value. So if calculated value is greater than table value, then the null hypothesis is rejected. Okay, the null hypothesis is rejected. If it is less than, calculated value is less than the table value, then the null hypothesis will be accepted. So here null hypothesis is rejected means what here? That is the alcohol addicted people here and non-alcohol are equal. We have given the statement here. So as it is rejected, it means that that statement is wrong. So What is accepted here? The alternative hypothesis is accepted. It means that more number of people are alcohol addicted. So here for this we have to draw a curve that is in this form. So the z test, what is the z value? What we have got the table value, that is 1.645 is the table value which we got. So we have to find out that what is the acceptance region and what is the rejection region. So this, suppose here the value is 1.645. Okay. So when it is 1.645, so this region what we have, that is acceptance region. Okay. And the region here what we have, that is rejection region. Okay. In this way we have to draw your